All right, guys, about after a month of waiting, Blizzard finally had their Shadowlands Reveal on Twitch today. How's everyone doing today? You're watching the D2 Gaming channel, bringing you tips, tricks, news, and advice. My name is Shane, and now let's get into the video. Now, if you guys recall, about a month ago, around June 9th, Blizzard was supposed to have a live event reveal for the new Shadowlands expansion. However, it did get delayed. Now, it's been about a month, and they finally had it on Twitch, and there's a lot to talk about. But the one thing that I wanted to really focus about was the key points, one of which is about the different editions and versions of the game that seems to bring a lot of confusion to players. And I kind of want to educate some people on which version that they should be buying, which version I think is a complete waste. Now, we got the very first version, which is $39.99. It's $40. It's just a game. You're not getting anything else with it. There's no goodies. There's nothing. It's just the game. The next step up from this is the Heroic Edition. Now, the Heroic Edition is going to come with the level 120 token, which for a lot of people, that's a big deal. The next thing you'll be getting the Fly Mount, which is pretty standard, of course. It's a pretty cool looking mount. It's all ethereal, of course, because that's kind of the focus for Shadowlands. And next, you'll be getting the Transmog outfit quest. Now, this is very important. It is a Transmog outfit, but you do need to do the quest to get it. Now, the quest is a little bit grindy, but it's something to do, I suppose. And then there's one more step after this as far as the digital is concerned, and this is the Epic Edition. Now, the Epic Edition, as you would imagine, will include the 120 boost, the flying mount, and the Epic Transmog quest for you to do. However, it will also include the pet, which for a lot of people, that's always like the big one for these collectors, is to pick up that pet. They want to have that unique pet that they can show off years from now and make people feel guilty for not buying that collectors when they should have bought it when it came out. You'll also get a new cosmetic weapon effect called Wraith Chill. You'll also be getting a Ethereal Traveler's Hearthstone, so a cool little effect for your Hearthstone. Now, something to focus on in the Epic Edition is that you're going to get 30 days of game time. Now, the reason why I wanted to point this out is because in my opinion, the Heroic Edition is a scummy tactic. I actually don't like the Heroic Edition. I think it's pretty deceptive. Keep in mind, the Heroic Edition is $60. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. If you're buying this, whether you're buying the base, whether you're buying the Heroic, whether you're buying the Epic, you are going to be paying $15 a month anyway. And if you get that Epic Edition, it's going to come with 30 days of game time. Go ahead and subtract that 30 days of game time from the Epic Edition. That comes out to be about $65. So in my opinion, the Heroic Edition, if that's something that you're looking at, for $5 more, you can get yourself the Epic Edition, which will not only include the 120 boost, the flying mount, and the transmog set, but you're going to get the pet, you're going to get the weapon effect, and you're going to get that Hearthstone effect. Again, I'm not very happy with that Heroic Edition. I think that's Blizzard trying to wheeze people out of a little bit of extra money who typically don't go for collectors, who say it's too expensive for them. They're not going to go for it. They're hoping to get this middle ground to pick up some people who may not typically buy collectors. I just think it's pretty scummy. Now, it doesn't stop there with the Epic Edition. There is one more called the Collector's Edition. Now, this one is in fact the physical collector's, the one that I am most excited about. Now, the Collector's Edition is going to come with some physical goodies that you're probably familiar with. But before we get into the physical goodies, it's important to note that they are highlighting that the box this time around is going to be foil. It's going to be completely redone. Think Pokemon cards, like, you know, that holographic Charizard. It does look pretty cool. I'm going to give them that. It is a very interesting choice. I like it. It looks good. It looks clean. Very different from their previous Collector's Editions that they've had. The Collector's Edition is also going to include 4 pins. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with pins, it looks something similar like this. The pins are going to be of the 4 different covenants in the game. Covenants play such a big role in the Shadowlands. Once you hit max level, you're going to have to decide which covenant that you want to support, of which will give you special abilities and talents that's going to drastically affect your gameplay, DPS, healing, and tanking moving forward. It's also going to include an art book. Now, the art books behind Blizzard have always been superb. Even the ones that come with the collector's editions of games, I have been collecting them since Burning Crusade. I have no problems with them. They're full of a bunch of art, and sometimes you can even see some sneak peeks before they hit live. It's also going to come with the Shadowlands soundtrack. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Warcraft music, you know their music is absolutely beautiful. I'm very happy that they included it into the whole collector's bundle, and I really can't wait to listen to it. And yes, just like all the collectors before it, it does come with the mouse pad. The mouse pad, what can I say? That mouse pad feels like glass. It's so freaking hard. Cool, I guess. Now, the physical collector's edition does retail for $119.99, so $120. Now, it is on the pricey side, but then again, you are paying that premium because you do want those physical items. Now, something to note is that if you're like me and you can't wait, and you got to have these digital items right now in the game, you can go ahead and buy any version of the game you decide. And if you end up buying the collector's edition, Blizzard did say they will refund you whatever version it is that you bought before you bought the collector's edition. So in other words, if you buy the Epic edition right now for your account and you decide that, hey, I do want that collector's edition, Blizzard will refund you that Epic edition in BattleNet money to your account once you upload that collector's edition's key to your BattleNet. Now, obviously, Blizzard talked about some other type of news that they're going to be having for Shadowlands. There's a lot of new updates, a lot of changes that they're making to the game. However, I feel the most important thing to take away from this was the beta. Now, the beta is going to start next week. I know, already we're in beta. Granted, the game has been in alpha for some time, but at least now we know the game is entering that beta stage. Blizzard did say that there will be a lot more invites this time around, and they'll be rolling out tons of invites over the summer. Now, obviously, I will be hoping if I can get into this beta. I love participating in beta. It's always an experience to log on, look at these levels before other people get to look at them. It's a Warcraft thing. If you play WoW, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, obviously, the big question that everyone's asking, when does this game come out? Well, they didn't really tell us that, did they? No, they just said that it will be coming out sometime this fall. Fall's pretty big, right? It's anywhere from September to December. Now, if it was up to me, I would definitely say let Blizzard release it towards the end of fall. I want this game to sit and cook for as long as possible. They have a lot of goodwill that they have to do to make up for a lot of the mistakes that they've made. Shadowlands needs to be the game that they make that brings people back and energizes their current base. A lot of their base has either left or stopped playing. I know there's a lot of people playing Classic, but let's be honest here, Classic has a timestamp. Don't get mad at me. I get it. You like Classic. I like Classic too. But really, I want my retail to keep going. I've been playing retail since the beginning. My character's 14, 15 years old at this point, and I want to see him progress further and further. So please, Blizzard, please make Shadowlands work. There's a lot you need to do. Get away from that esport vibe. We don't need it in our MMOs. It's more important for us to have a much better immersive experience than it is for us to look cool with some Razer products. Now, obviously, that's just my opinion. I will be interested to hear from you guys. You guys need to let me know down in the comments below, which version of game are you guys going to be picking up? Me personally, I have 2 accounts that I keep up with. So both accounts are going to have to get the Epic Edition, and then I'm going to buy a collector's edition for my main account. So it looks like I'm buying the game 3 times, but that's just me. I love Blizzard. I'm a Blizzard fanboy. That's just the way it is. It's the way it's going to be. It's the way it has been. And I'm definitely not going to change any of that. How many of you guys think you're going to get into the beta? I really want to get into the beta. Blizzard, please get me into the beta. But you guys let me know down below, or you can come and let me know your thoughts and opinions live. I stream every Monday through Thursday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till about 8 o'clock. And until the next video, guys, stay safe, have a beautiful night, and I do hope to see all of you guys very soon.